Here's the former Illini kicker, Chase McLaughlin, to get us started. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
Almost certainly a future Hall of Famer, and he's still seeking the storybook ending to his career. But he had patience, looked around, took his time before choosing his team, and boy, are they glad that he did, because he still has a lot of juice left despite being 41 years old. Finishing the top 10 in passing yards last season with nearly 4,000 yards and touchdowns as well with 28.
Now it's Rodgers. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, David? Though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is?
And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive.
Well, it was fantastic.
Austin, Texas
we won.
Native at quarterback, it's Baker Mayfield.
And what a career resurgence for Baker Mayfield. He went from being a discarded starter to a Pro Bowl quarterback. And he's coming off a year where he set career highs in passing yards, touchdowns, and completion percentage. And best of all, the ultimate leader for his ball club.
2nd and 10. Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
We got there kind of late, so I couldn't get the insurance video that I wanted to get, but it's okay.
Tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area and it winds up incomplete.
Yeah.
From the gun on 3rd down. He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mayfield looks to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Got a man downfield, it's Orton. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. And now they're in the hurry-up. First down, Tampa Bay. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Emeka Egbuka, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They trail now 9-0. The opening safety followed by the touchdown a moment ago. So an early hole to dig out of as the drive starts 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? is for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Rodgers now to throw. Complete to Austin here over the middle. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. On 4th down, the Steelers called on Corliss Waitman to punt. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step.
He's got it at the 15.
Let's go. Emeka. Oh, dude, he's going to be such a good player.
And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And the Steelers first down. They toss it to Warren. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. On the give, it's Warren. And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. There's Rodgers to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. 17 yards. That's good for the Steelers. To throw, it's Rodgers. And here's Freiermuth again. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line. Now Rodgers. He'll check this one down to Gainwell. No gain on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Brings up 3rd down and 7. Rodgers again now. And he had to reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Boswell's kick is good. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any any stretch. They're happy they got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Mayfield off the play fake. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And out across midfield down to the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
He'll find his tight end, Payne Durham. And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Mayfield now. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Mayfield on play action. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Mayfield with it once more. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Mayfield showing he can be fleet of foot, picking up the first down. On first and 10, here's Irving. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Hey, what's up, Daniel?
Irving diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. That's caught right side. It's Warren.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Steelers first down.
Rodgers going to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
At the 35-yard line.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing is Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. Johnson to return it. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here.
He's got him in, complete. And they finally get him reaches the 34.
It's a pickup.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 44 yards.
A pickup of 44 yards on the play. And the Buccaneers first down.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision.
Hey, what's up?
Picking up.
What are you doing? Oh, hello.
First, getting 14
I'm live on
yards
my
of the
YouTube
scrimmage.
channel. I'm just on here trying to get my hours.
To throw, Mayfield.
Hang on a second.
This one
I
taken
can't
in
hear you
by
because I got my headset on.
And he's into
What's
the
up?
end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Oh, well, hello.
Cade Otton from 19 yards away. As his guys are able to push that lead out of
Yeah, I'm
their
playing my football game right now.
And this is going to be caught. It's good.
I need to get my studio set up so I can stream on here, so it'll be easier.
Just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running
I'm still
is
working on
more
it.
efficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
I mean, I have studio. I need someone to remote in so they can set it all up for me, and then after that, I'm all set up. I can just start streaming on my PC.
Rodgers. Pressure comes and down he goes. Yaya Diaby. His second sack of the night.
That's pretty much all that's going on.
Now Rodgers.
Went to a Lightning game last night. We won, and then I got home like a few hours ago. So just trying to get some hours in.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Deion Jones. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
I have a battle on TikTok tomorrow at 10.
And he's able to get it out of
Huh?
there. Johnson on the return.
Yeah. I gotta figure out when is my battle on. I gotta get a battle on favorited soon.
Well, as they take over. The Buccaneers offense and Baker Mayfield set to take over once more.
Gotcha.
And he's come out of the gates hot.
No, it's gonna be on TikTok.
Throws, and that's reflected in the numbers as he'll look to keep it going here.
Yeah, it's all good.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
Yeah.
Oh, a heck of a move. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Baker Mayfield, 43 yards. And the Bucs have
It's all good. You know me.
lead. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And this is going to be caught. I'm not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it. Can extend this lead out even further. Following the touchdown, here's
Mr. Mans.
And he returns this to the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shoulders of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for us Steelers.
Now it's Rodgers. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. A handoff for Warren. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go. They'll come to the
What
line
time
here needing
is
9
Oki getting on
yards to pick
tonight?
up the first. Here's Rodgers. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
On the return, Johnson gets around him. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now Mayfield lost the football.
Oh, give me a break.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Now Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans.
There we go.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 69 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And a route is on here in this first half.
My girlfriend texted me.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Okay. You know you can message me on Snap if you need me. You know that. I love you too, man.
And they'll get him down inside the 30
Don't make me
to
freaking
27.
worry about you. You better at least
There
text
he
me
is, the running back as he
like
trots onto the
once a
field.
day.
And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit.
Okay.
He's
Well,
been
yeah,
great,
you do snap
but
me
they
every
haven't
day.
scored a lot of
Keep it
points.
going,
I
okay?
think they still have to show him as a threat.
Okay.
Make sure he touches
All right,
it
love
a
you.
few
Bye.
times. But you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. He's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up?
All right.
He
Phone's
continues,
charging.
Charles, to be under constant
Let's
pressure.
get back to
These
work, chat.
sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've
Hey,
got
David,
to
are you
change
still
the
in here?
blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright.
I need you to do me a favor if you can. How's my sound settings? Is it too loud? Too low? If you're still in here.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Completes it to Austin.
All right, come on, Bucks. Let's win this game. 46-3. All right. Go.
Nice job
Not
on
much of
return there. 16 yards.
All right.
And that will come the offense
Let's
as they
do
the Buccaneers
my
offense
player.
Quarterback ready to go once more. And he's done everything you could have asked
Imuka.
for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't
All right.
taken many chances.
We're gonna try to get
He's
Imuka
potentially on his way to a big game
his
for football.
X
The
factor
Tampa
here.
offense ready to get their drive started. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football.
Touchdown Imuka. Let's go. I love this guy. He's gonna be a Buccaneer for a long time, and he's gonna be Mike Evans's probably what's it called? Backup. Like if he retires, he'll be the next one to take the reins. It'll be him, Godwin. If Godwin stays, it'll be him, Godwin, and Evans. Hopefully Evans doesn't retire, but if he does, I know Muka's gonna be a good one to take his place. No, I was wondering if this is the settings okay? Is the game too loud? Am I too loud? Is it perfect?
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Right back to him on first down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Okay, I'm good. All right, thank you, bro.
On the last 2 snaps, he certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
All right, let's do this with this. Hopefully we can. I want to get a punt return for a touchdown.
Fielded at the 20.
I just can't get open enough to do it.
The Bucs offense and veteran receiver Mike Evans headed back onto the field. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score. It's caught inside the 25. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Emeka Egbuka on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Buccaneers have got it on cruise control. And he's got it. They add on more, a little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over.
Looking to put a drive together.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
There's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf.
Good thing I had a guy right near there. If not, he would have freaking took off and scored a touchdown. My goal on any of these games right now, like, I don't mind if they get field goals, but I want to hold everyone without getting a touchdown.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. The Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Rodgers to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Woods. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. In motion goes the tight end. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Here's Mayfield. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield.
Look at Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. Baker going to give it to Irving.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
The 2-yard line. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try again. And this time he's going to lose yardage as they push him back to the 4-yard line. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Baker Mayfield, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Bucs extend their lead yet again.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Rodgers. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Elijah Cansey.
My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Vita Vea. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
All right, there we go. Let's keep it going.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Rodgers.
Got him again.
And down he goes again.
On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
13 yards the tally
All
on the
right.
return there.
And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 44 yards. Play fake. Mayfield.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Mayfield. Over the middle, it's complete.
And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Mayfield off the play fake. And he's going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bucs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Dante Kent on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1.
All right, halftime.
So
Let's
halftime
go.
straight ahead.
We're doing good. 75-3.
To wait for post game because we are moving right through halftime.
All right, we got Teddy Bridgewater as our quarterback right now, so see what he does.
Quarter number 3.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter.
Trey Palmer, Jalen McMillan, Sterling Shepard, Tez Johnson. We got Rashad White. Let's go with Trey Palmer real quick. Want to see what he can do. Because what I'm thinking about doing is letting the rookies
That's what we're staring at right now.
take over.
This one is going.
Now it's the backup Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Nice catch.
He's got it at the 15.
Okay.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
That was pretty good.
Trey Palmer, 71 yards. And the Buccaneers
What's up, Baldwin?
Score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
I'm on my gaming PC right now. That's cool, brother.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He'll set up to throw.
I'm playing on my gaming PC I just got for Christmas. Well, I pretty much helped pay for it, but I'm just playing on it right now because I would stay on. I was gonna play on my PS5, but I want to get my hours in, and if I was to stream on my PS5, I would not be able to pay attention to this as well. So I gotta get my hours on favorited.
Here's Rudolph. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Rudolph now to throw. And he's going to be sacked back at the 45-yard line. A loss
loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Rudolph looking to throw.
Give me that.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bucs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbooks probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes, or are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll try and do this himself. They shakes him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
And it's 3 and out.
Bridgewater now from the 50. That is caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
That is caught.
There we go.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Jalen McMillan, 39 yards. Bridgewater will try and throw. And the Bucs just continue to roll.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No. Okay.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
Here's Rudolph. Wilson snags it left side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Ready? 70 Lions. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Rudolph looking to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw, Rudolph. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. So out come the Bucs now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here. It's caught inside the 25. he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Trey Palmer, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Now it's Rudolph. In trouble, and he's taken down. Kalijah Cansey in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Rudolph. Under pressure, they got him again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. That one behind his receiver and incomplete. Now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And taken right at the 35.
Almost broke it.
Yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the
Let's
field.
see here. If I can throw it in there.
To throw is Bridgewater.
Oh, he had his hand. Damn it.
Sometimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And that will go right up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. Bridgewater now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Jalen McMillan, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Starting things out with a give the game well. Now loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys in bat, people on base.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
He was defended by Brandon Eckler.
Bridgewater. This is Shepard on the catch. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Bridgewater. And this is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Trey Palmer, a dynamo since the break, 3 third-quarter touchdowns. And the Buccaneers are pouring it on. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
To kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. On play action, they'll throw. That would complete to Skoranek. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The ball under 32, it's 2nd and 2. Play action, it's Rudolph. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for the Steelers. First down.
And they'll go right back to Gainwell here on 1st down. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Now he'll tuck this and run. Rudolph able to use those legs and pick up the 1st down.
And the Steelers first down.
Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Nice.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away.
Yeah.
And this will be taken at the 13.
I need to get into the get to the corners, but it's just really hard. I can hit the corners so I can kind of do what I want to do.
Looking to put a drive together. Bridgewater. Now he's going to step up and run.
That's good enough.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Dude, this headset's making me. There we go.
They go play action. Bridgewater. Trying to lay one up deep.
Oh, you dropped. How would you drop that? That sucks.
Away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing is Bridgewater. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
4th down, they're going. Bridgewater.
No, you dropped it.
A surprising
Oh.
move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Rudolph has an open man. Skoranek. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for us Steelers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Here's Rudolph. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Now it's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Rudolph looking to throw. Under pressure, and they get it to him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Bridgewater now from the 50. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Ooh, excuse me.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Touchdown! Sterling Shepard, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They start the drive here with Gainwell. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And he'll get them inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Throwing, Bridgewater. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. To throw, Bridgewater. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Sterling Shepard with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Buccaneers take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On the counter, it's Gainwell. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the
Looking to throw. Howard. There's a screen with Gainwell. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll return it from the 6. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
That's another Buccaneers 1st down.
Bridgewater to throw it. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Leads to second and goal.
Now Bridgewater. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved.
Oh my gosh, they're all dropping the ball now.
That gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit, but as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete.
The Bucs take over first and 10.
Howard now. Throwing to start the drive. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out first and 10 at the 40. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Trey Palmer, 60 yards. And the Bucs have got it on cruise control. That's caught. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Across the formation, and he gets this to Miller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down.
They run behind center with Gainwell. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Elijah Cansey busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Brings up 3rd and 16.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Back to throw. Howard. Under pressure, they got him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. To throw is Bridgewater. Looking for Shepard deep. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete. It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
He'll try and do this himself. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Derek Harmon, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Bridgewater now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Play action now. Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Pass complete. Now race for the marker. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Bucs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And able to get this out to the 25. Looking to put a drive together. Now Howard throwing to start the drive. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Looking to throw. Howard. On the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And they'll work with 4 receivers here on third down and long. Back to throw. Howard. To the right side and intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Bridgewater. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Now that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. Under pressure, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
A 7-yard loss brings up third down.
3rd and 19. Looking to throw. Howard. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And taken right on the 30. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Bridgewater here to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Play fake. Bridgewater. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that last touchdown pass not only puts 6 points on the board, it also puts his name into the record books. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because
it's caught inside the 25. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Where is this guy? I don't see him anywhere. Hold on, is he already on our team, maybe? Oh, there he is. He's on the team. Okay. Ooh. All right, I want to try something. Yeah, those two are gonna be the main ones.
Well, as soon as you see that pirate ship in the north end zone, you know exactly where we are. It's the home of the Buccaneers, Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay. Tonight, we'll get a prime-time preseason matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. One off from Tampa. On the return, here comes Cameron Johnson. He dodged the tackle. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. They're brought out by former #1 pick who always plays with energy and passion, Baker Mayfield.
I firmly believe the NFL is better with quarterbacks like Baker Mayfield in it. His teams, they just embrace his feisty, chippy attitude he plays with. They also embrace the production he's shown. Massive new career best a season ago with 4,500 yards and 41 touchdowns.
Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now it's second down. Irving on the inside give. And they shove him out before he can get upfield. Third down coming up.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force and the defense wins out.
Third down. Here's Mayfield. It's complete. This is Egbuka. Escapes the defender. Keeps on moving into the red zone. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Oh.
The Buccaneers take a 6-0 lead right away. On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Strong with the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. So now the Bills will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They're led out by the reigning NFL MVP. He's finished top 5 in voting 4 of the last 5 seasons, Josh Allen. Throwing now on first down, Allen completed over the middle.
He won the MVP award. We all knew he'd capture at some point of his career. And to me, Katie really did so because he further elevated everybody around him. That's what MVPs do. It's exactly what Josh did a season ago.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Bucs to the line. First and 10. To throw is Mayfield. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
At the 36-yard line.
Mayfield sent to pass. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. Looking slant route complete. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has it well into the red zone now with first and 10. And that is a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers parlay the interception into points. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. He connects on the point after. And the Buccaneers drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
14, Bills nothing.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Strong with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Here comes the Bills offense for their second drive of the game. And a big setback for them to overcome early, Brock, giving them points off that interception. And for a quarterback, a tough way to start the game as well. They got to shake that off.
Yeah, but this is where you really do start to see just the cream of the crop. The quarterbacks that are the best in this league flush, no matter what the circumstances are. But especially the negative ones, you flush them away and you go persevere.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10.
It leads to second and 10.
First turn of the game for James Cook. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Hauled down by Christian Izien. To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Pulled in by his back, Cook. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short. The Bills with a punt team out there.
Fourth down and less than a yard.
And they're facing a long field ahead of them as that kick skips out near the 11. Tampa Bay ready to head out to the field. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, wow, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone. And they scoop it up, time to push for the line. All right, so they retain possession, but they're going backwards, Brock, after they put it on the ground. So they keep the football, but now they face second and long. Here's Baker to throw. And this one is launched downfield. They connect on the deep shot. At the 20. And in, touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Oh.
The Buccaneers take a 20-zip lead. Mike Evans with a touchdown. And we haven't even reached the end of one, and already that's the 3rd time that he's thrown them into the end zone. It's hard to think of a better start he could be having than this. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers push their lead to 21-zip already. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And things are really getting away from him, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 39-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Right back to Shakir. This is caught. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Allen setting up to throw. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. So 2nd down coming up. The throw again, it's Allen. Finds his back complete. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. That's set. This is 3rd and 5. Again, Allen to the air. Got his man. Shakir has it. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. It's a designated keeper for Allen. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. 4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Now Allen. Here's a screen for Cook. And that play is brought to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard line. All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. And up to Cook here out of his own lead. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bills cut into the lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. Pressure off left, and it's blocked. And they're not able to transform the block into 2 points. He's tackled short, and they get nothing following the touchdown. Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. Has this at the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Now here's Mayfield. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Like an appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down. Baker now. This is Hauled in by Ott on the right side. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. Just a yard left to go on second down.
At their 49-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. Connecting on the slant. And they make the tackle at the 38. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. New set of downs for him. That starts at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
First down. Here's Baker. Taking a chance to the end zone. Catch is made in close. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That's another Buccaneers first down. First and goal at the 1
Looking inside the red zone. And he finds him in the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers blowing them out in this opening quarter. McLaughlin sacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers grow the lead now to 22 points.
To kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Strong with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. All right, Bills to the line now. First and 10. First down throw for Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down. Blitz coming here. Allen gets it quickly to Palmer. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He's going to run for it. Shoots away from one. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They're all set now. First and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory. One picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
All right, thanks, bro.
Connects on the crosser. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing here, Allen. That's more on the quick slant. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the 6. Offense still line. This is 2nd and 4. Working from the gun. It's Allen. Short pass brought in. Ooh, got him close to the line of the game. Down to the 25. 3rd and maybe a yard. On the sneak, it's Allen. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. The Buccaneers leading so far. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. On first down, Allen. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just playing my game right now.
Play action now with Allen. And the Buccaneers are going to get home as they drop him. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Left side into the hands of Shakir. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you, some money will follow.
And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on down. First and 10, it's Mayfield. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers making this a laugher before halftime. Mike Evans with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers continue piling onto this lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Strong with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Bills set to take over offensively. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on fourth down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds after looks like about a yard there. Second down coming up. Allen looking to throw. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing now on first down, Allen. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16.
It's second down.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. First and 10, here's Allen. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to the air, Allen. Catch made right side by Coleman. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Offense is set. First and 10.
15 yards. That's another Bills. First down.
Again, Allen to the air. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26. The throw again. It's Allen. Complete to Coleman. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's Allen. Throws caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. So now here's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Allen setting up to throw. Trying to set up that screen, but it falls incomplete, and now they're facing 4th down. Well, they're in a pretty big hole already, Brock. They're going to pass on the field goal and keep chasing that touchdown. They'll go. Allen. Intercepted in the end zone. Jamel Dean makes the play. He's off to the races. 30. Gets the 10. And he takes this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Tampa Bay touchdown. I don't know about you, Brock, but I can almost feel them going through the 5 stages of grief over on that sideline, watching their would-be touchdown pass in 6 points return the entire way to the opposite end zone for 6 on the other side of the board.
You just don't really believe it's happening until he's, 30, 40 yards into his return. Then you're just powerless. Okay, just over 40 times in the history of the NFL this has happened.
Wow.
What a return to add to that list.
McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers grow their lead yet again.
42. Bills 6.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. The Bills offense all set for their next drive. And after giving away some points on the first play of their last drive, Brock, pressure is on to make up for it here. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talked about just the versatility of offensive players, being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and at times stuff in the brain.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. To the air on 3rd and long. Got his man. Shakir has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. All set to go now from the 35. First down throw for Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now it looks like somebody is shaken up after that play. Never like seeing injuries, especially in the preseason. We'll get the training staff out to work on it. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And hopefully they'll have some better blocking on the next play because that was not good. Brings up 3rd down. Third and long for him here. To the right, pulled in by Palmer. Oh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield. Brad Robbins on the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. Space past the 35. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Pass it down close. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers ballooning the first half lead even further. Mike Evans with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. McLaughlin, attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers continue adding on to that lead.
49. Bills 6.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flight. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. Cook trying this one up the gut. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
He was tackled at the 27.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. We've set it down from 37.
First and 10.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They kick the running back in motion. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he takes this up to around the 46, and that's going to leave him a yard at most from that marker on 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man, that's Kincaid. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
That's good for a Bills first down.
Here's Cook. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Back to throw now, Allen. Short pass brought in. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. He'll come up on first and 10. This is Cook on the handoff. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Here he goes, third and long. Drops it off to Cook. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker, fourth down. Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up. Well, looks like Sean McDermott is in a risk-taking mood. He's got the offense out there on 4. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down. First down now, ball at the 33. Mayfield set to pass. Connecting on the slant. There he goes again. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. And that is his third touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Buccaneers tack on 7 more to their lead.
Bills 6.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up first and 10. This is Cook. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. Offense in the hurry up here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second
From
and
the shotgun, it's Allen.
37
He's on the mark, Jackson Hawes. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Bills
On first down, Allen. Pulled in by his back, Cook. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
36-yard line.
Running back sent in motion. Now Allen. He can run it. Continuing to turn those legs inside the 25. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. We keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Pressure's there, and the Bucs got it. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. He's already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Allen looking to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Looking quickly, trying to get set. Allen on 3rd and 2. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, and they just can't finish the play. Bass's kick is good. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away.
And with those 3 points, you just dig yourself out of a little bit of a hole. You know, coming out of halftime, you've got to firmly be in comeback mode.
He stopped on the run back at the 27. This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. The final throw before the break. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left brought in inside the 20. And this will reach the red zone. He takes it down to the 17. So a one-sided contest as we reach the... Well, I hope everybody was lightning quick, ready to grab a refill or a bite to eat because no halftime report this week. Everyone's set to get the third quarter underway. With 2 quarters left, Brock, for starters and backups alike to get tuned up before week 1. The second half of our preseason finale is underway. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now here's the Bills offense. They've got it first to begin the third. And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got a full quarter still to go. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
A loss of 7 yards. It's second down.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Motion the tight end over. Completed over the middle. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. Extra man in the secondary for the Bucs on 3rd down. Play action now with Allen. Brought in right side by Kincaid. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
And the Bills first down.
Here's a give to Cook. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Allen setting up to throw. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And he's tackled for a short gain. About set. This is 3rd and 5. Allen to throw. And the Buccaneers are going to get home as they drop him. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. Feels this clean at the 30. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Buccaneers send receiver Mike Evans headed back out. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Look at that power, deep left side. He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers push their lead further to start the half. Mike Evans with the touchdown. His 4th receiving score of the game. As he nabs another touchdown, Brock, I got to ask you, the former QB, is this the point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have 1 touchdown today are coming over you saying, bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football.
They may be saying it, but it's a little more of a look, Kate. Like, really? I mean, can I eat too? Do I get an opportunity to sit at the table? But when you got the rapport these two have right now and the confidence and the timing, boy, you look him up every chance you get.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flight. Strong with the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers, right, in a tournament, they don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Cook. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Another one for Cook. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. We heard he's forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. At the 10-yard line.
Now it's Cook. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal.
And the Bills, 1st down.
Now Allen going to the air. Pressure's there, and the Bucs got him. And it's step 1 towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
Loss of 7 yards. It's 2nd down and goal.
56.
Looking from the gun, it's Allen. Gets it quickly to Palmer. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. 3rd and goal. The offense hoping something can finally go right here. Gun snap. They'll throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. We've got a stoppage here. There's a player out there and some pretty obvious discomfort being worked on. All hopes, of course, that it's nothing serious, especially here in the preseason. Bass's kick is good. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much. Bass now to kick this away.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Bucs to the line. 1st and 10. Mayfield will look to throw. Looking slant route, complete. Here he goes again. Mecca and Buka. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers piling onto the scoreboard yet again. Well, Brock, it speaks to the constant threats that these slant routes pose that we aren't all too surprised when one of them breaks for something much bigger than its design, right? And it ends just like it did in a touchdown.
Yeah, Kate, that's exactly right. And the great quarterback coaches, they demand of their QBs to put it right on the money. Because when you hit that exact spot, when you don't slow your receiver down and he can catch and run, especially with the elite athletes at that position in this league, big plays follow.
That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flight. Strong with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Davis. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. Back To the line they go. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing here, Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough third down. Here he goes, third and long. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. He has it at the 33. Dancing past him. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Buccaneers send receiver Mike Evans headed back out. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. First down throw here, Mayfield. He's going deep. Catch is made in close. And that is a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. Mike Evans with the touchdown. The 5th of the game for him, tying the NFL single-game record. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Strong with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Throwing now on first down, Allen. Got a man, it's Knox. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw now, Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and out third down.
Third down. And 3 yards to go.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Allen on third down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face fourth down. This is taken at the 44. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Buccaneers send receiver Mike Evans headed back out. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. 1st and 10, it's Mayfield. Connecting on the slant. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Bucs have the first. Mayfield to throw. Going deep here for the end zone. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Maxwell Hairston on the coverage.
Throwing again is Baker. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to find Mike Evans with that throw. So they're left facing third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Complete beyond the marker. he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
That's good for a first down. First and 10
From the red zone now.
18-yard line.
Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to keep it this time. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
And they take this in for the score. The Buccaneers can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. Baker Mayfield the touchdown. Another score for him this game. Laughlin's extra point is up and good. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
84. Bills 12.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flight. Strong with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, goes to the line now. First and 10. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. And he'll work this one up to the 28. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Completed over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Allen escapes out to the left. He's going for it himself. And he's tackled with a first down yardage. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. It's the Bills football, Brock, but any efforts may be futile facing that deficit. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Curtis Samuel's there for the catch. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bucs 43-yard line.
Davis gets it from the gun. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring a 3rd down.
Thanks, David.
Motioning him from the slot right. 3rd down. Here's Trubisky. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
A loss of 9 yards. And it's 4th down.
Their punter making his way out now. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. This one, take it in. Chooses to bring this one out. He dodged the tackle. And he follows through, taking it out of the end zone. Good chunk of yardage on this return.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10. At their
Good
own
starting
38
field
yard
position
line.
for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Here's the backup. First throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Oh.
And they score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers throwing 6 more on the blowout. Wow, just perfect execution there, Brock. Nailing the fade for 6.
Yeah, when it comes to the fade route, it really is all about timing. And as you said, the execution of it. You have to have the matchup first, but then you need to go connect. What a great play.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. It's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw.
You know, that's a call I'll see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone in the NFL, and for good reason. Even when you catch him off guard, the chances for success are extremely low. Can't do it.
Strong with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Bills set to take over offensively. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. And start with a give to Davis. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Buffalo first. It only took them one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. So we'll read. They'll give it to Davis. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They kick the running back in motion. Shotgun now for Trubisky. Quick slant to Samuel. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Let's go now. Trying to get it with the option here. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. Punting hit it out now. And this effort's going to give him an even half dozen tonight. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. 1st and 10 from the 32. Here's Bridgewater. He's trying to push the field. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. 2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Bridgewater now. Chased out to his right. Complete out to the right. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Bridgewater to the air. Taking a shot deep here. Pass it down close. Touchdown Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Strong with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Bills offense all set for their next drive. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Running out of the gun with Davis. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Trubisky from the shotgun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. We'll air it out on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Punt team on the field. And after that drive backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He'll start from the 39. Escapes a defender. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Forced out to his right. Now here he goes. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
First and 10 at the 26.
Bridgewater buys time, rolling right. Finds a man right side. And he gets this forward to the 19.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
That one connects. And that is a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers are running them out of the building. The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. A questionable call leads to disaster. This one's intercepted. And they bring him down. Nifty play to pick off that fake, but he can't take it all the way back for two. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Strong with the return. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. Their last drive didn't. Oh, the football's loose. And the Buccaneers scoop it up. And they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football.
Yeah, this just can't happen.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Here's Trubisky. Has him on a quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. So new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Hands in motion right. To the air with Trubisky. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. And they're going to throw out of the gun. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. It's a repeat of the last play. That's going to bring them to third down.
7 yards. And it's third down. Let's go.
Here he goes, third and long. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And talk about killing any momentum this offense had, Brock. 3 consecutive sacks. Going to bring up fourth down. On now comes their punter. Brad Robbins will kick it away. And he gets it away from his end zone. And a nice return has him looking at a very short field now. Here come the Bucs on offense now. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. Throwing to the back of the end zone. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Buccaneers throwing 6 more on the blowout. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. Off the mark there. Incomplete pass.
I know these special teams coaches spend all week trying to find a little weakness, and I guess they saw something on film they may have liked. But I think this serves as a reminder, if you want to get to, try the conversion from the 2-yard line next time.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Hand off here to Davis. And And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Going right back to Davis. Giving him about 3 on that first down carry. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Trubisky now. Dumps it off to his running back. This is not going to help their cause. They had a 3rd down. He's out of bounds, lost a yard 2. Throw here, 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Bills trying to do some window dressing. They'll send out the punting unit. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Somebody give this guy a break as he sends his 10th punt away. Fields this one at the 3. And he can't make anything happen on that return. That stopped about as deep on their own side as you can be. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He's trying to go deep again. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. 3rd and long for him here. He's going to try another deep one here. Big gain downfield. Has a hole left, room to run. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Buccaneers continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Here come the Buccaneers again, trying for 2. And that one's caught. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4. All right, Brock, that is not a graphics error on your screen. They are indeed over the century mark, a triple-digit lead. And, I kind of tell them to stop going for 2, but I don't think anybody's going to listen.
Is there any way we could turn the difficulty meter up out there? Just give a little tougher challenge. I know there's no way to do it during an NFL game, of course. Just wishful thinking from upstairs.
And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Play fake. Now Trubisky to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down. He takes it at the 4. And it'll come to an end as they touch him down. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. They're going to pass it here. Absolutely fires this one right side. He's got it deep downfield. Hits the 20. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Buccaneers are running them out of the building. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense.
The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. Got it inside the 10. And he's into the end zone, and that shows what kind of game they've been having. Even that works for them, and it adds an extra 2 to their lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Strong with the return. This makes it up to the 25. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. So things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on 2nd down. They go play action. Here's Trubisky. They're on him again, and he goes down again. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Trubisky. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. The Bills with a punt team out there. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he gets it away from his end zone. And he'll make the fair catch. Didn't make it to the 50. This one just short of midfield.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. To throw, here's Bridgewater. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And it's incomplete. Kept the pedal down, though, the whole way, still taking shots until the very last play. So it's a win for the Buccaneers. And for what it's worth, Brock, they have cruised through this preseason.
See how many players you need to cut. Here are some recommendations to get you started.
Alright, this will be my last game.
Finds us in the magnificent city of Atlanta. Used to be the terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad here. That's why they still sound the train horn inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. We're ready to start year 2 together in the booth. And we are underway here in Atlanta. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. So the Buccaneers come out, and Baker Mayfield leads them out. He has found a spot to be very comfortable. The former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, who turned 30 in the offseason and has done a nice job with the Buccaneers the last few years.
Mike, isn't there just something different about week 1 of the NFL season? I mean, after months of anticipation, debate, speculation, it all gets settled on the field. New coaches, new teams, rookies playing their first time. Man, it's just an exciting time of year, and I'm pumped to be calling it alongside you.
Now he's loose down the right sideline, and he will go all the way. Emeka Ibuka, touchdown Tampa Bay. For Ibuka, 26 total touchdowns at Ohio State. And now the rookie has #1 in the NFL. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Buccaneers have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener.
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Ray McLeod on the return. Now an opening, now ahead, and he lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. The Falcons come out and they are led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And man, you get through that first game and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. So on 4th down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. Cameron Johnson deep for Tampa Bay. This brought in out past the 20. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
Hey, what's up?
The Bucs
How you doing?
ready to see the football for the second time. They had that lightning bolt to open the game. The long touchdown. They'll try to build on the lead now. This drive begins 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he
I'm good.
score. Cade Otton.
Let's go. Touchdown.
Well, I think these guys are ready for week 1 to get started. I mean, we see teams kind of limp their way into the regular season, and they don't find their form until a couple weeks in. But they didn't play a ton in the preseason, but that's 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. And let's all say, what the heck does the preseason even mean?
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the
I don't know.
He'll kick this one away.
He might be busy today.
McLeod now to return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. So, Greg, here come the Atlanta Falcons, 8-9 last year, in it right down to the wire. However, 7 straight losing seasons. What are the keys here for getting this turned around for the Falcons?
Yeah, and obviously all eyes are going to be on Michael Penix. It's going to be on the quarterback. It was a very strange situation last year. Not only the money they gave Kirk Cousins in free agency, but then only a couple weeks later, Mike, they shocked the NFL world in a lot of ways by drafting Michael Penix. which told you just how good they thought he was. He was magical coming out of college. So the question is, all right, Michael Penix, you're the guy.
The ball's out. It appeared like the Falcons were able to get back on that one. Ball stays with Atlanta.
Brings up second and 15 at the 26-yard line.
On play action, Penix. He's got his tight end, Vitoriano. Did a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard.
Yeah, Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Third down and 13.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. And here comes fourth down. To return is Johnson. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over. The Bucs offense ready to take over once again. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
That is hard to the 20. And he's going to take this one all the way.
Let's go.
85 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a
Yeah, I'm good.
beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Buccaneers mistake themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. McLeod now to return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Falcons offense getting set to get back to work. So far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to
No.
sustain something here on drive.
Can't go that way.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Brings up second and 10.
From the gun, it's Penix.
Got him.
Away, but he will not. They finally run him down. Yaya Diaby. He's got his first sack of the season here early in week 1. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now Penix.
Thank you.
Bad decision there. Off his back foot, it's intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
I think a lot of people, Mike, when they see a screenplay develop, they just take the completion for granted. And typically it is, but then you get a defender, somebody like this, who just anticipates it. They see it from the start, and they're able to perfectly time their jump, step in front of the throw.
And he's in! Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa. On comes McLaughlin to add the pt2.
Oh, you like the Packers? Ew.
Good. And the Bucs are able to extend the advantage to 28-0.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this
My
one away.
stepsister likes the Packers. I can't stand them.
McLeod now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense make their way out to take over once more. They are facing an uphill climb early. Begin this drive with 1st and 10. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. call it a yard at most. Anthony Walker there to make the tackle.
It's second and 8.
On second down, Penix. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Third, they need 8. From the gun, here is Penix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he is on to punt for Atlanta. This fielded inside the 35. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work, and he has come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in those numbers as he'll look to keep it going here.
Point it right.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. On the run to the right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he will go all the way. Buka. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And what an opener it has been for this rookie. That's now his 2nd touchdown here in week 1. So what a start. You don't always get 3 possessions in the first quarter, let alone 3 TD passes in the opening frame. McLaughlin now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Bucs stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. McLeod now to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Falcons offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. The ball comes out, and the Buccaneers come away with the turnover.
That was a great.
Oh, yeah? What kind of pizza?
Sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket.
I had chili.
Knock it loose and put an end to this drive. 180. What's up?
Baker gonna give it to Irving. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium,
Nice.
they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosives.
And he'll take this one in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Buccaneers. What a start to the year. His 2nd touchdown in this opening half.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
McLeod now to return. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
All right, let's
Here
take
comes
these
the
guys
Atlanta
down.
offense now. They get set to take over once more. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. And he's going to be marked down up around the 30.
Damn. I missed that coverage.
Plant. It's Penix.
There we go.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Loss of 7 brings up 2nd and 17 at the 26-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Robinson. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, so it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and
to throw. Here's Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Falcon first down.
And the Falcons first down.
They'll run with Robinson. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5.
Second and 5.
Here's Penix. Over the middle. Catch made by Mooney. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Pitts is the man in motion.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
He was defended by Jamel Dean.
They'll throw. It's Penix, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. That is the former Pro Bowler, Hassan Reddick, working his way in to register his first sack of the new season. Now Penix on 3rd and long. Throwing on the run, it's behind his man, and it's incomplete. Here's their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Baker, moving to his right. That is brought in by Ibuka. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield going up top for Evans. That is brought in. And he will score. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa. Make it 2 touchdowns in the very first quarter of play. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers continue to bring the hammer down. It is now 49-0.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. McLeod now to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons offense about ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. You're going to go play action with the Bucs have it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Buccaneers add on to their already sizable lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. McLeod now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Levante David doing his work on defense.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Penix to throw. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
It's a loss of 6. Brings up 3rd and 15.
3rd and long. Throwing is Penix. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Elijah Cansey, what a start to the season. His 3rd sack here in week 1. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. The Bucs have the early lead.
Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. The Falcons send their punting unit out, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And this one's going to be down inside the 20-yard line. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. On second down, Baker out to his right. Now he takes off.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the marker.
Forced to his right. He'll run again. And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8. From the 38 now, here's second down and a yard. Here's Mayfield. Exiting the pocket right. There he goes again.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. And a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
He's got it! And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. It is a big play for the Buccaneers. 41 yards.
Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
What's that? On first down is Mayfield. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete. Second and 10.
He was covered by Caden Ellis.
180! What's that? The handoff, it's Irving. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up third down.
Trying to keep the drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. 180! Done! Baker to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Whoa! And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get back at it. So, Greg, let's pull back big picture and talk NFC South for a second, a division that you know so well. We've got teams that have been to the Super Bowl in the last 15 or so years out of this division. Yet people overlook it at times. And maybe they've overlooked how good Tampa's been the last 4 years, too.
Well, it's funny, Mike. You think it wasn't very long ago that the NFC South was the toughest division in football. I mean, you mentioned Super Bowl teams. Tampa Bay won one recently with Brady. And then Atlanta, they make a Super Bowl with Matt Ryan. And New Orleans, and obviously the success they had with Drew Brees. And Carolina, we played in the Super Bowl. I mean, this was a division you didn't want to play. Now, they've all fallen on their resets, new coaches, new quarterbacks. Tampa Bay has done the best job weathering and taking advantage of their rebuild and their next era in the midst of a...
This is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At the 44-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. Moving outside the pocket, he'll tuck it and take off. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll look to pick up the pace.
Regular.
To throw is Mayfield. Escaping to his left. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Trying to hook up with Cade Otton that time around. And that will lead to a second down. Now Mayfield. Rolling to the left. Now he'll run it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Throwing is Mayfield. Flush to his right. He'll take off again.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. That is caught, and he's in. Will Keith. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Bucs stretch things out even further.
Hey, Polly. It was fun.
Here's McLaughlin now.
Brianna was just looking for you a little while ago.
Jamal Agnew now to return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Now, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's.
Hang on, buddy. Let me see. Okay. I was just seeing if you were trying to come up.
Kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going forward on fourth down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got...
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. What can they do here? This is third and forever. From the gun, it's Penix. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. On comes the punter now. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. Taken at the 19. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. From the 35, it's first and 10. Throwing is Baker. Rolling right. He runs with it. Whoa. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down. Mayfield to throw on first and 10. Forced out wide. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now Mayfield. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. We'll try and hurry to the line here.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's second down.
Second down throw for Mayfield. Outright catch made. That's Ibuka. And he will score again. Emeka Ibuka. Touchdown Buccaneers. It's a debut for the ages, paying immediate dividends. 3 touchdowns in the season opener.
Makes the score Buccaneers 73. Falcons nothing. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the
Here's
Buccaneers.
McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Agnew on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. On first down, it's Penix. And that ball incomplete over the middle. On second down, here's Penix. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down. He'll come up to 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up
Pitts is the man in motion. Penix on 3rd down. He'll get this to Pitts once more. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. He'll return it from the 11. And he's gonna score. He takes it back on the punt return. 87 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Bucs will add one more onto their big lead. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. Agnew on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense headed back to take over once more. So, Greg, you start to think about, okay, who are the teams that didn't make the playoffs last year that have a chance this year? Look, it happens every year. We just have to identify who they are. Who are a couple top of mind for you as we start 2025?
You know, as I start in the AFC, I think the Cincinnati Bengals. And you got to think the way their season ended last year, they rattled off 5 wins straight, really on the back of Joe Burrow. We could have made the argument that they're a playoff team, but Joe Burrow was the best player. I mean, he was incredible. Most weeks, Mike, he single-handedly carried that offense. Now, new defensive coordinator in Al Golden coming from the college ranks. Can he just make that defense in Cincinnati average? Because if they just play a little bit better with that high-profile offense, I think they're a team. They might not win the division with Baltimore, but they're going to be close and maybe at least get one of those wild card spots.
Why don't you flip it over? Who are the guys you're watching in the NFC?
You know, I think Dallas is going to find themselves just the fact that I know the division is difficult. Obviously, Philadelphia remains really strong. Does Washington kind of regress a little bit back now in year 2? They were the high-profile, big splash team of last year. Do they regress to the
She
mean?
left,
Time
buddy.
will tell. But I think healthy Dallas, healthy Dak, healthy Micah Parsons, like that roster that we saw play last year is not the roster on paper that we expected to see. So I think Dallas has a chance. I think San Francisco always is going to.
Oh, a loose football. The Bucs have it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with
You're welcome.
takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they forced the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
McLaughlin now for the extra point.
Yep.
He's got it. And the Buccaneers add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. Agnew on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. And he'll get forward for a couple. Levante David doing his work on defense. On second down, Penix. Off-balance throw. It's complete. Now a timeout. Atlanta, that's their first. Talk things over before third down. Pitts is the man in motion. They're trying to run for it with Robinson. And he is going to have that Falcons first down. He gets 5 and needed only a yard. From the gun, here is Penix. Forced out left. He keeps it himself.
That play had sack written all over it. So that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
That's caught right side. It's London. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 now. It's Penix. Over the middle. Catch made by Mooney. Here comes 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Penix going to throw again. The ball comes out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Flush to his right. Taking off. And they'll take this down inside the 35. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down. Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports halftime
Our trip
report.
around the NFL starts now, and it starts with a good one in the AFC West. All right, Mike, thanks very much. Today is the day, the debut of our new halftime show. Buckle up, everyone. I think you're going to like it. And it's a guy who missed most of the run to the Super Bowl last year, Rashee Rice. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Chiefs begin their search for a 4th straight Super Bowl appearance. They
Well,
get
I
the
don't think
victory
so.
in Week 1.
No, it's in
From
Vegas.
there, why don't we go to South Philly, look in on the Eagles as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And it's the veteran, A.J. Dillon. He's going to take it in, 18 yards away. It's a touchdown. The Eagles begin their title defense with a victory in the season opener. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy, the New Orleans Saints hosting the Arizona Cardinals. And it's James Conner. Gets past the line of scrimmage, gets room, gets it in, 22 yards on the touchdown. This one's at halftime now, and it's the Cardinals with the lead in the opener at the half. Time for a look here at the rest of the games going on and what's to come here in Week 1 of the new NFL season. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Agnew on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. Now, after that last snap, we have an injured player. It's Bijan Robinson, who's in some pain down there. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Plant It's Penix. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down.
Pitts is the man in motion. On 3rd down, Penix. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And
I think so.
bring up 4th down.
I mean, just for football, I might go on later on tonight and play some Call of Duty if I decide to stream it. I don't know yet.
Take this in back at the 16.
But I know
return, but as it is,
I'm not going to be playing much on PC today. Like, no more PC for tonight. This is the last one.
For this next possession. On 1st down is Mayfield. Going up top for Evans. That is brought in. And he's got another one. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa. What a start to the season. It's a 3-touchdown week number 1. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The Falcons offense back onto the field for their next possession. You know, Greg, early on, it's always new faces in different places. Off-season movement, what caught your eye?
I think there's so many good ones, right? You talk about Stephon Diggs. He ends up in New England, and Cooper Kupp now. He's moving on to Seattle from the Rams, but I think it's the guy the Rams signed to replace him, Devontae Adams. I know he's not the youngest anymore, but watching him play in New York with Aaron Rodgers last year with the Jets, he can still run. He can still make every catch. He can still go up and compete at the high point. I think you put Devontae Adams with Matthew Stafford.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Vita Vea. He gets in yet again. That's now 3 sacks for him in this one. We're about ready now for the punt. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. This is taken at the 25. And he is going backwards. Good coverage there to make sure he did not get free. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. To throw is Mayfield. He's got the connection there to Ibuka. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. Pick up of 46 yards.
1st and 10 at the 33.
Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Irving. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Hayden Ellis in on that stop.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. To throw is Mayfield. That's caught. It's Evans. And he's into the end zone yet again. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. So yet another touchdown pass, and that one's going to be the record breaker. Most touchdown passes in a single game. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. Agnew on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Falcons offense ready to get back at it. Well, Greg, this is going to take a lot of self-reflection here. You build up so... Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Yaya Diaby. He has been a one-man wrecking crew in this one. 4th sack of the game. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. Hassan Reddick starting the season with a bang. His 2nd sack in the season opener. 3rd and a long way to go. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins, and that is incomplete.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
The veteran Mike Evans, he's heading back out onto the field with the rest of the Tampa Bay offense. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. Going up top for Evans. He's got it. And he will dive into the end zone. 80 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the second half. And that's his 5th touchdown catch of the game. That ties the NFL single-game mark. Jerry Rice did it in 1990. Taylor Winslow Sr. 1981. Bob Shaw all the way back in 1950. They have company with the 5-touchdown reception game in this one. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. Agnew on the return. Wow! He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Falcons offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. They go play action with Cousins. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Elijah Cansey, absolutely singular focus on right now. He's just picked up his 4th sack of the game. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. This returnable from inside his own 40. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. And, Greg, they have had their way right from the start in this season opener. You get that sometimes. You don't know what week one's going to bring, but this is going to be awfully satisfying.
Oh, there's no question. It gives such value to all the work that you did.
And he cannot be stopped. He is into the end zone again. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa. With that, he joins Gale Sayers and Alvin Kamara. Players in the Super Bowl era with sick. Oh, a flip back to the kicker. It's a fake. This will be incomplete. Not sure what they could have seen that makes this a good call. Going for it with a fake on an extra point, and they get nothing out of it. Agnew on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Open man, he's got Agnew. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. It's 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Cousins. He'll get this out to his running back. And he is very close to the 1st down, but a high ball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. This one, returnable. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The veteran Mike Evans, he's heading back out onto the field with the rest of the Tampa Bay offense. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the 3rd quarter. They might be looking to grind out some 1st downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. On the run to the right. Now he'll run. He works free, right side. And he will dive into the end zone. 71 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. You talk about a quarterback getting things done with his legs. Everything covered downfield, but they couldn't cover him as he went down the field for a touchdown.
Mike, sometimes as a defensive coordinator, you just can't prepare for everything. In this case, you have the play defended perfectly. Passing lanes are all taken away. Everyone in coverage is where they're supposed to be. So what does the quarterback do? He tucks the ball away, and he takes it the distance for 6.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Agnew on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. There are 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. And this will be a short gain down to the 41-yard line. That's Diaby with the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8. Buccaneers 41.
2nd down. Cousins. He's got his man. It's Mooney. And he's going to be dropped after a pick.
Yeah, go ahead, boy. Go ahead, Paulie. You do what you want to do, buddy.
Free to go.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They tracked him down behind the line. And it's 4th down.
3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. The veteran Mike Evans, he's heading back out onto the field with the rest of the Tampa Bay offense. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. That is hot. Still going. And he will take this one in. 93 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And with that, NFL history, that's the record. 7 touchdowns in one game. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers add on to their already sizable lead.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. The Falcons offense ready for this next possession. Awkward looking tackle there. Upended at the line of scrimmage. No gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
On the play. 2nd and 10.
Now Cousins on the bootleg. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a give on the ground. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7 from the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Now, Cousins. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
I think this is going to go down as one of the more impressive individual performances that I can recall in quite some time. And they have tried everything to slow this guy down. And up until this point, nothing's worked.
Cousins out of the gun on 3rd down. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, well short of what he needed. And the punt team will come on for 4th down. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The veteran Mike Evans, he's heading back out onto the field with the rest of the Tampa Bay offense. Moving to his right. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. Out to his right. He's going to keep it himself. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Give him 11 on the scramble. Give them a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing is Baker. Flushed to his left. He's going to run it. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards. And most importantly, a 1st down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, 33.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Left side, he's got Ibuka. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and
On 2nd down, Baker. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1.
3rd down. And 1 yard to go.
Mayfield. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Ellis. Play action now. It's Cousins. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. In trouble, and down he goes. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Cousins now. Oh, the ball's out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The veteran Mike Evans, he's heading back out onto the field with the rest of the Tampa Bay offense. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now Mayfield going up top for Evans. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. This is just getting silly at this point. That's his 8th touchdown of this game.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get back to work.
At their own 26-yard line.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Cousins to throw. That one is caught by Mooney. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get it out of bounds. Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. Forced to his right, and he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. On 2nd and 10, Mayfield going up top for Evans. He's got it. And he will dive into the end zone. 89 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Can you believe this performance? That is now a flip to the kicker. It's a fake. This will be caught. And he's going to take this into the end zone. I wasn't sure we'd ever see a fake extra point again, but this one works. So instead of 1, they get 2. Here comes a return from the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Falcons offense ready to take over possession of the football. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now, Cousins. Quick throw here is complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
First down.
He'll turn and hand this one off. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. They go play action with Cousins. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Cousin. That's caught left side by Pitts. It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. And they'll bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The veteran Mike Evans, he's heading back out onto the field with the rest of the Tampa Bay offense. On first down is Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. They try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Mayfield. Again, working deep downfield. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. He's going to look downfield once again. That is brought in. And he will dive into the end zone. 80 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Oh, a flip back to the kicker. It's a fake. This will be incomplete. Not sure what they could have seen that makes this a good call. Going for it with a fake on an extra point, and they get nothing out of it. He fields it at the 8. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. A first down throw for Cousins. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again. Now Mayfield. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. Got his man at the 6. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Throwing is Mayfield. That one to the end zone, but incomplete. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd and goal. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
To throw is Mayfield. That one taken in. Emeka Ibuka. Touchdown, Buccaneers. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do. Now a give up the middle. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up third down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it
Now, Cousins. That's caught right side. It's London. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up here. First and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 6.
To throw is Cousins. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
A loss of 9. Brings up fourth down.
Fourth down, and the Falcons turn to Younghoe Koo for the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt.
And that's just a really good effort there. Remember, if he misses the ball and he runs into the kicker, that's an automatic first down, but he doesn't. Not only does he get through almost untouched, he's able to get a hand on it and block the kick.
The veteran Mike Evans, he's heading back out onto the field with the rest of the Tampa Bay offense. And they have done all you could ask for, closing in on a road victory to start the campaign as they try to finish things off here in quarter number 4. Into space. And he will dive into the end zone. 76 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. With that, he joins Gale Sayers and Alvin Kamara, players in the Super Bowl era with 6 touchdowns in a single game.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. McLeod now to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Play action now. It's Cousins. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Brings up second and 14 at the 19-yard line.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Cousins gonna throw. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. He'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's gonna set up third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up third.
Throwing now, Cousins. Off-balance throw. It's complete. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Gain of 11. And the Falcons first down.
Here's Cousins throwing from the pistol. Who else? Another catch for his favorite targets. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5. At the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll get the first down there. A pickup of about 5 yards. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 2 first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's first and 10. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Hassan Reddick just making it look like child's play. His 5th sack of this one. Second down, Cousins. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second. Talk things over before third down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Exiting the pocket right. He'll try and get there on the ground.
That's a really good effort on third down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The veteran Mike Evans, he's heading back out onto the field with the rest of the Tampa Bay offense. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. To the ground, a first down run. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Second and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the first down.
First down.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little, too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons will get just a bit closer. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the...
All right, guys, we are out of here. Thanks for tuning in. We shall be here tomorrow.